I'm very surprised. It doesn't feel very stiff when you go over a bump, and then when you turn, you feel it's actually very precise.
Yeah.
Wow.
Today we're going to talk about this 993. Right here is a beautiful car, and we had the opportunity to put an entirely new suspension on it to upgrade the performance. I'm here with Thomas Fleuret, and Thomas has a company, Vintech, which is in the Porsche space as well. And what inspired you to get this particular car?
Basically, I always loved the 993. I love the design, the drivability. So this is for me the best air-cooled solution I could find on the market. Of course, I had in mind the fact that I would come to you to get this amazing upgrade, so the car would suddenly become a beast.
So it's going to be a daily driver, but a beast of a daily driver.
Yes.
Great. That's an awesome objective. You mentioned that you're a designer.
Yeah.
And maybe you can tell us a little bit about your background there.
I started at Volkswagen in Wolfsburg in Germany in 2002. I moved on from Volkswagen to France for Renault design for a few years, concept cars, and then I decided to come to California. It was my dream to come over here, create my own company. Now the company is developing.
Now, do you have some plans to change the appearance as you continue to develop the car?
Yes, basically we will develop some carbon wheels and a steering wheel.
I have seen these wheels that you are actually developing, so these are not off-the-shelf wheels, are they?
No, they are completely designed, engineered, fabricated for us.
Right, and so you actually did the design work for it, and it's a different aesthetic.
Yes.
And it's a very modern-looking wheel with exposed carbon weave. And I've seen the wheels, and they're beautiful. So for this setup, since you're going to use the car as a daily driver, we didn't want to get too over the top with the suspension stiffness, and we basically put the Street Performance 2 package on the car. It does have the spherical bearing monoballs throughout, which add a lot of precision. It replaces all the rubber bushings, so you get a lot more control. And a lot of people have concern about that because they're afraid they're going to get a lot of road noise or they're going to get a harsh ride. And in practice, it really doesn't work that way. The car actually rides quite smoothly because the spherical bearings work very freely without introducing a lot of friction. We went with externally adjustable shocks on it, so we can tune it to your liking. And in fact, you can go back and forth between setups for occasional track days, or if you want to take it out for an aggressive weekend versus daily driving and comfort. And we chose spring rates that make sense for that kind of a compromise. So they're not too stiff, definitely stiffer than stock. So the car is going to corner flatter, you're going to get more responsiveness out of it, but it's not going to be too rough going over the bumps. And we did go with the adjustable RS sway bars front and rear, and that lets you tune the balance of the car in terms of understeer and oversteer characteristics. And we also went with, in the front, we went with the 935 style brace. So this is the chassis stiffening brace. So by this X brace component here triangulates the whole front trunk area, which is otherwise relatively flexible, and it helps to impart some torsional rigidity to the chassis. And since you're a designer, it looks pretty cool too.
It looks pretty cool.
All right, so first drive, let's see how it goes.
I'm very surprised. It doesn't feel very stiff when you go over a bump, and then when you turn, you feel it's actually very precise.
Yeah.
Wow. The objective of this car to me is that it would be a very good daily driver, a gentleman truck ready car. If you want to for a weekend go with your club or your friends, and you can still truck the car and still drive back home. Wow, very, very cool. Yeah, I love the handling. It's very cool. Feels so much better.